To better understand this video, we recommend that you watch it until the end, as you will be surprised by these reports based on real events. Imagine a world where fear wasn't just a fleeting feeling, but a constant presence, shaping every decision, every breath. Such was the reality during some of the most devastating moments in human history. Times marked by pandemics, wars, and widespread despair. These were eras when survival wasn't guaranteed, and the very fabric of society seemed on the brink of unraveling. In this video, we'll dive into what is often referred to as the Era of Terror, exploring the worst periods humanity has faced. From the chilling spread of the Black Death to the staggering toll of the Spanish flu, we'll uncover the stories of how these crises reshaped the world and left lasting legacies. But this isn't just about the past, it's also about what we can learn from it. How can understanding history's darkest moments help us navigate modern challenges like pandemics and global health crises? What lessons can we draw from the resilience and innovation that emerged from such despair? By the end of this video, you'll gain invaluable insights into how history can guide us toward a healthier, more prepared future. The Era of Terror represents some of the darkest chapters in human history, defined by unimaginable suffering and loss. To fully grasp its impact, we need to step back and examine the historical context that allowed such crises to unfold. In medieval Europe, for instance, the lack of basic sanitation and medical knowledge created a perfect storm for the devastating spread of diseases like the Black Death. Starting in the 14th century, this pandemic swept across continents, claiming the lives of nearly a third of the global population. In crowded cities, waste was often dumped into the streets, and clean water was a rare luxury. These conditions turned urban centers into breeding grounds for plagues, magnifying their reach and lethality. Fast forward to the early 20th century, and the Spanish flu wreaked havoc on a world already reeling from the devastation of World War I. Unlike the medieval period, this was an era of advancing technology and urbanization. However, mass troop movements, overcrowded cities, and limited medical infrastructure contributed to the virus, spreading at an unprecedented rate, infecting a third of the global population and killing millions. Understanding these moments requires more than just numbers and timelines. They reveal patterns of societal vulnerabilities, mismanagement, and the critical need for preparedness that echo in the challenges we face today. The effects of these crises extended far beyond the immediate loss of life, leaving deep scars on humanity and reshaping societies in profound ways. Pandemics like the Black Death and the Spanish flu didn't just take lives, they disrupted every aspect of daily existence, challenging the very foundations of communities. On a human level, the scale of mortality was staggering. Families were torn apart as loved ones succumbed to illness, often with little warning. Entire villages were wiped out, leaving once thriving communities abandoned. The psychological toll was immense, as fear and grief became a constant presence. People lived in isolation, distrusting even their neighbors, and many turned to superstition or religion in search of answers and solace. Economically, the aftermath of these crises was equally transformative. The labor shortages caused by the Black Death, for instance, disrupted feudal systems in Europe, empowering peasants to demand better wages and conditions. Meanwhile, the Spanish flu weakened already fragile economies, exacerbating inequalities and delaying recovery from the First World War. Culturally, these moments of terror left indelible marks. Art and literature from these periods often reflected themes of mortality and despair, serving as both a catharsis and a historical record. These crises forced societies to confront their vulnerabilities and, in some cases, spurred innovation and reform. The impact of these events reminds us that crises don't just destroy, they also reshape. How societies respond, whether with resilience, innovation, or division, determines the legacy of such moments in history. History has a way of teaching us, even through its darkest chapters. The plagues and pandemics that devastated humanity also left behind valuable lessons. Lessons that remain relevant as we face modern health crises. By understanding how past societies responded to these challenges, we can better prepare for the future. One of the most critical lessons is the importance of hygiene and public health measures. During the Black Death, cities that implemented basic measures like quarantining ships or limiting gatherings experienced lower mortality rates. These early strategies evolved into the foundations of modern epidemiology, highlighting the necessity of early intervention and containment. Another key takeaway is the role of scientific advancement. The Spanish flu, though devastating, eventually led to breakthroughs in virology and vaccine development. It underscored the need for robust medical research and global cooperation. Today, these principles guide the fight against pandemics, emphasizing the power of science to save lives. Perhaps most importantly, these crises showed the value of global solidarity. The interconnectedness of the modern world means that no country is truly isolated from the impact of a pandemic. The responses to past epidemics illustrate the need for collaboration, resource sharing, and mutual support to overcome such challenges. By reflecting on these lessons, we not only honor the resilience of those who came before us, but also equip ourselves with the tools to prevent history from repeating itself. These lessons are a testament to humanity's ability to adapt, innovate, and rise above even the gravest of challenges. Throughout history, moments of crisis have often been catalysts for scientific breakthroughs and innovation. Pandemics, in particular, have forced humanity to confront its vulnerabilities and develop new tools to combat them. In the midst of chaos, necessity became the mother of invention, and the advancements made during these periods continue to shape modern medicine and public health. The Black Death, for instance, pushed societies to reevaluate their understanding of disease. Although the concept of germs was still centuries away, the observation that close contact spread illness led to the implementation of quarantines and isolation measures. These rudimentary practices laid the groundwork for modern infection control strategies. Similarly, the Spanish flu spurred significant progress in virology and the development of vaccines. Scientists began to understand the mechanisms of viral transmission, leading to advancements that would later aid in combating diseases like polio, smallpox, and more recently, COVID-19. The pandemic also highlighted the need for global cooperation in sharing medical knowledge and resources, a principle that underpins organizations like the World Health Organization today. Beyond medicine, crises have driven innovation in logistics, communication, and data analysis. For example, the need to track infections during modern pandemics has led to the development of sophisticated contact tracing apps and artificial intelligence systems capable of identifying outbreaks before they escalate. These innovations remind us that even in the darkest times, human ingenuity shines through. By investing in science and embracing innovation, societies not only overcome crises, but emerge stronger and better prepared for the challenges ahead. The lessons of the past and the innovations born from crises provide a roadmap for preventing future pandemics. However, effective prevention requires not just knowledge, but also action. By combining scientific advancements, public policy, and individual responsibility, humanity can significantly reduce the risk of future health catastrophes. One key solution lies in strengthening global health infrastructure. Investments in healthcare systems, particularly in underserved regions, ensure that early warning systems and rapid responses are possible. Organizations like the World Health Organization play a crucial role in coordinating global efforts, but their success depends on consistent funding and international cooperation. Vaccination programs remain one of the most powerful tools in preventing pandemics. Ensuring equitable access to vaccines worldwide is essential, as no country is safe until every country is protected. This requires overcoming logistical challenges, combating misinformation, and fostering trust in medical science. Education and public awareness are equally vital. People must understand the importance of basic hygiene, vaccination, and staying informed during health crises. Governments and educational institutions have a responsibility to promote science literacy and counteract the spread of misinformation. Finally, technology and innovation will continue to be at the forefront of prevention. From artificial intelligence that predicts disease outbreaks to advanced medical research, our ability to leverage technology could be the difference between a contained outbreak and a global disaster. By embracing these strategies, we can transform the fear of pandemics into confidence in our collective resilience. The future isn't written, but with proactive measures and a commitment to global solidarity, it can be brighter and healthier for everyone. History's darkest moments often serve as stark reminders of human vulnerability, but they also highlight our resilience and capacity for innovation. The era of terror was undoubtedly one of the most challenging periods in human history. Yet it offers invaluable lessons that can guide us toward a better prepared future. As we've seen, understanding the past equips us to handle the present and plan for the future. By learning from the mistakes and successes of those who faced pandemics before us, we can build stronger health systems, foster global collaboration, and ensure that science and innovation remain at the forefront of our response to crises. But the responsibility doesn't rest solely with governments or scientists. It's a collective effort. Whether it's staying informed, supporting public health initiatives, or simply practicing basic hygiene, each of us has a role to play in preventing the next health crisis. So, what will you do with the knowledge you've gained today? Share it, discuss it, act on it. Together, we can transform the lessons of the past into tools for a healthier, more resilient world. Let's ensure that future generations look back at our time as one of action and progress, not of missed opportunities. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help spread this vital message.